it just sounds crazy, but there's conversations involving you wanting to cook her. Is that something that does pique your interest? There's a lot of stuff about like cutting her up and like eating her and stuff, like cooking her.
God, no. Oh, God.
Forget about it. This is New York, but we're on our way to New Jersey to catch a bad guy. But before that, let me read the disclaimer. This channel is run by investigative journalists who create educational documentaries to inform parents, guardians, and the public about risks that arise when young people communicate with adults online. We interview consenting adults to understand why they engage in communications with individuals who are not of age. These interviews aim to provide insight into their perspectives so families and society can be aware of the motives and behaviors adults may display towards unsupervised minors online. Our content is strictly educational. It is not meant to cyberbully, harass, degrade, accuse, or threaten anyone. We fully permit the use of our videos in academic settings or scholarly work. To protect privacy, we follow YouTube community's guidelines and remove all personally identifiable information, including names, addresses, phone numbers, emails, and other sensitive data. We do not disclose the first or last name of any interview participants. Because interviews may involve discussion of potentially illegal activity, we notify local law enforcement in each jurisdiction. We do not label anyone guilty or claim they committed a crime. That is solely the responsibility of law enforcement. We are not vigilantes and do not support vigilante behavior. We are investigative journalists. Thank you so much. One sec. Hey, Kev.
Yeah?
How's it going?
Good.
My name's Douglas King Jr. Nice to meet you. I was here to have a conversation with you about. Do you have time to talk about that?
Who? I don't know.
I mean, look, it's okay. Like, you're not in trouble or anything. Like, you know, I tried to go through the school just to find you, but I didn't tell them why I'm here.
No.
But are you want to have a conversation about that?
I don't know who he is.
She, that girl on Instagram, is it kind of ringing a bell?
Don't talk about shit like that.
No, I know, but, you know, just like we have all the conversations here, and like, you know, I'd rather just address it, you and I together. I'm not trying to involve anybody else. I'm not with law enforcement. I'm not here to, you know, blow up your spot, or I'm not here to hurt you, ask for money.
If we walk off school grounds so I can smoke a cigarette?
Yeah, we can do that. I appreciate you taking the time, for real.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get my shit straight and not bug out over something like this.
No, yeah, no, there's nothing to bug out over. Like, I think it's just some internet bullshit. Maybe got a little carried away, but
I've never heard of anyone named before.
The girl on Instagram?
I've been hacked so many times, honestly.
Right. No, I believe you, but you know, in this case, it seems so. As long as we're willing to have an honest conversation about all this, I think we could just like squash everything here, you know.
Yeah.
And again, sincerely, I appreciate you taking the time.
Sorry, I had so much going on today.
Yeah. No, understandable.
Working 2 jobs, trying to keep me and my grandma afloat.
Yeah. Do you live with your grandma?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, like I said, you're not in trouble or anything, but obviously, you know.
You want a cigarette, by the way?
I actually have my own, but I smoke Newports too. Wait, do you mind if I just grab it real quick? My partner. Thanks. The cigarette. I mean, can I have a cigarette?
Yeah, sure.
Just give me the whole pack. Thanks. Can I borrow your lighter?
Yeah.
Thanks, appreciate it. Yeah, so look, we're 2 smokers, just 2 guys smoking a cigarette, you know?
Yeah, I'm just not trying to get in trouble.
I'm not trying to get you in trouble.
So what's up?
Well, basically, my name's Douglas King Jr. I don't know if I told you that already, but I run an organization called Leave Them Kids Alone. Yeah. It's kind of like the Pink Floyd song. And it's like to help kids. Yeah, right? So it's to help not only kids not talk to adults, but adults not talk to kids, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I don't know parents, but they got a hold of me and they wanted me to come talk to you. They didn't want to go to law enforcement or anything like that.
Basically just cut everything out, then just...
Well, yeah, I mean, that's definitely step 1 for sure. But basically part of my organization is like we try to talk to the adults in this matter. Like we've already been through everything with...
Yeah.
And we want to figure out kind of like how deep we are in this type of thing and just figure out how much rope we got to give you to pull you out of this hole, you know?
Honestly, I was gonna block her anyway.
Yeah.
I don't even see a thing.
Yeah.
My girlfriend went in my head. She broke up. She cheated on me.
Yeah,
that whole 9 years.
I saw that in the messages, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
That's okay. I'm just trying to get over that. I'm going for that.
Good.
Trying to get my stuff back on.
Good.
I'm actually going for a promotion here to have something in a couple of years to a pension.
Yeah.
My grandma, my aunt.
No, that's smart. That's good. So you live with your aunt right now?
My aunt, my grandma.
Okay, cool. And they're kind of nearby, right?
Yeah.
All right, nice.
Yeah, all right. Squash it? Okay.
Yeah, no, well, I still want to ask more because I just want to figure out, you know, kind of how common is it to, like, you know, find these girls online and
They
everything?
actually find me.
Right, no, I mean, that does happen for sure.
Like, I'm actually thinking about just deleting all my shit.
Yeah.
Like I said, I got hacked today.
Yeah, so, I mean, how old did she tell you she was?
I don't even know off the top of my head.
Like, was she, I mean, she wasn't 18, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be here, so.
She said I think she said she was 18.
Is it maybe more like 15, like something like that?
No.
Well, I mean, I have it here in black and white. See, this is why I'm trying to, like, have an honest conversation because.
Honestly, she's called me. She told me she was 18 a couple times. That's it. That's all I know.
When did you start talking with?
She messaged me, honest. I just want to keep the fence.
Yeah. But did the conversation just stay friendly, or did it maybe get a little bit?
It felt like on her end, it got like a little more friendly.
Friendly?
I just want to keep the fence, like, honestly.
Yeah. No, I believe that. But is it safe to say maybe, you know, because it's just the internet, it's online shit. Is it possible that maybe it got a little flirty between you two?
I feel like she did. That's why I was going to actually block her and just be done with it, because I don't want to be leading people on.
No, yeah, I think it's a smart thing.
I don't like leading people on. I don't want to hurt people.
Yeah.
I want to be good. I want to just.
Yeah, we all want to be good, man. I feel you.
Like, I'm on dating websites. Not here. I can't be on anything here.
Yeah.
But I'm on dating websites to try and find, like, a good girl that's around here that's not going to play games with me.
Yeah.
And actually have a family.
Totally.
Be good and grow old and watch my grandchildren play in the yard. That whole white picket fence.
Yeah. No, that's the American dream, you know? That's what we all want.
It's just hard because you got to work so many jobs.
Yeah, so what else do you do for work? 'Cause you say you have 2 jobs?
I'm trying to get a job at Wawa, pumping guys overnight.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's not a bad gig. I mean...
Like here, I'm...
Yeah, how long have you worked here for?
2 years.
Okay, that's good.
I'm trying to get the pension, because the pension is...
Yeah, well, you'll help you out later, yeah. So is it safe to say that, yeah, like, it was 14 and you were having that kind of, like, you were chatting with her and everything, like, you know?
Honestly, she said she was 18 when she called me a couple times.
Well, I mean, I have it in black and white here. Like, I don't want to bust the chats out. Like, I'd rather just have an honest dialogue with you. So is it safe to say that she never said she was 18? She's actually 14? All right. Look, appreciate you being honest, man. I know it's not an easy thing to talk about.
So basically just block everything, just move on with my life?
Yeah. Well,
okay.
I mean, that's definitely step one for sure. But, you know, there is some more questions I have. Like, so you guys met on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
And are there any other apps where these girls kind of message you on? Like girls around her age, like 14? Telegram? Okay.
Yeah, but I've been blocking them, like, left and right.
That's good. Yeah, so...
It's just like, oh, it's like everyone's pulling out the woodworks. I'm like, I don't care, like, you're underage. I don't really want anything to do with you, because I see all these shows, like,
yeah,
I don't want shit like
well, like
that.
To Catch a Fire type thing? Yeah, no,
not.
we're not in that business. We're just more... Because that show doesn't really, like, it's not productive, and what our goal is to hope that we can, like, steer adults away from it, because, like, you know,
Thank you.
Yeah.
There should be a lot more people like you out there.
Yeah, no, it's our whole goal. So
because I've actually watched those videos on YouTube. I'm like, catch them.
right, yeah. So yeah, and we're not even on YouTube, so you know it all works out. But yeah, so a lot of minors are messaging you on Telegram.
Yeah, and I just blocked them like crazy.
Yeah, so I mean, how come with Lily haven't blocked you yet?
Honestly, I felt like she kept saying, like, I hate whatnot, so I'm just trying to, like, give her hope, like, stay in school, keep your head clear.
Yeah.
Figure out what you want to do in life.
Yeah. No, I think being a role model in that fashion is a very good thing. I
just don't want her to think, like, I want something, because I don't.
Yeah.
We're friends.
Was there any kind of talk about maybe some stuff you did want, possibly?
I said to her, I believe I said to her, I want to find someone that I can settle down with.
Yeah, you definitely did. I saw that. I definitely saw that.
But that's me being heart to heart, like someone my own age.
Yeah. Is it possible maybe, and this is like, you know, where the honesty is going to come in. I know it's difficult, Is it possible that maybe you talked about wanting to do some of that stuff with her?
I feel like yes, but I didn't mean it like that when she turned 18 now.
Right.
Like, I don't want to be messing with a little kid.
Yeah.
Because my ex, her ex-boyfriend before I met her, he went to jail for looking at child pornography. I'm like,
jeez.
And he was like, always like, if you leave me, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm like, why are you dealing with this?
Right.
You're better than this.
Yeah.
I understand you're there, and I respect that because you don't want him to do anything stupid. Because it's a hard time, but you gotta distance yourself.
Right.
And that's the one that cheated on me.
That's man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
She's like, oh, well, I want to be friends. I'm like, you want to be friends, but yet you cheated on me.
Yeah.
A couple days later, you're going to go, and by yourself. I'm like,
nah, these bitches are crazy, man. That's all I know. These bitches are out of control.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, so kind of going back to Telegram, like, you know, I think you and I both know the shit that's shared on there.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, how much, like, child are these people trying to send you? Like,
I haven't really seen any child like that.
No.
When I asked for a picture, I mean like a fully dressed picture.
No, yeah, you didn't ask her for or anything, but like, I'm not saying you were asking for it on Telegram and stuff, but I know these people are sending that shit left and right.
X, there's a lot.
X, there's a lot. So like, what's some of like the youngest you might have seen? I'm not saying you were asking for it or looking for it, but 14, 15, and what's happening in that? It's like pictures or videos.
It seems like, oh, I want a daddy. Like I'm like looking at this. I'm like, the fuck are you doing on my crap for this?
Yeah.
And then you have a lot of girls that's like, oh well, I want to meet up. I'm like, when did it go to days when, oh I want to get to know you, I want to go on a date. Like, why are you asking for money?
No, yeah,
like,
well,
get a job.
Yeah, well, 15-year-olds it's hard for them to get jobs.
No, but this is the older ones.
Oh, okay. You know, I'm more concerned about like the younger stuff that's being shared, obviously, because maybe you can help me find the people who are sharing that shit.
If it's another day, yeah, then I'll go and meet up with you, honestly.
No, yeah, I think we can plan that down the road, but like just like now, like off rip, like, you know, maybe like where predominantly is that stuff? X. But you've also seen it on Telegram too.
Not Telegram as much, but people message me like crazy. X, there's a huge,
like, child.
Oh my god! And I've reported a lot of this shit, and it just keeps popping up.
Well, that's good. I mean, that's really good.
Like, I don't feel like a grown-up should be asking for those kinds of pictures.
Right.
Especially in this day and age.
Yeah.
At any point, never ask for a picture like that.
Yeah.
Not from a minor or anything.
Right. I mean, so just kind of going back, I don't want him to hear, so I'm going to keep it a little quiet.
Okay.
So, like, there was obviously some stuff talked about, like, you know, maybe like you just getting carried away online.
Yeah.
Between you and but like, is it safe to say that there was like some sexual stuff talked about between you two?
I feel like she was trying to lean into that.
Yeah, I mean, well, I mean, yeah, you know, I'm saying it takes two to tango with this shit, of course.
I wasn't trying to lean into that at all.
It's okay if you did. Like, it's more like I'm just trying to like get some clarification because, you know, from what I see in the things, it was kind of like, you know, it wasn't just like you and she is had no fault, but it does seem like you know, there was some like stuff coming from your end as well, kind of talking about, you know, doing some stuff. Is that kind of ringing a bell?
Yeah, but I didn't remember.
You know, you're talking about maybe like, you know, having sex. Like, is that possible?
Yeah, but when she's older, not now. Like, if we were like when she was legal.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get to that shit for that.
I mean, is it possible that it was talked about maybe doing it sooner? Like,
not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge at all.
Okay,
I don't know if she was leaning into that, but I wasn't really trying to.
Yeah, I mean, just so I just don't want to like misspeak or anything. So obviously we have this, you know, like, you know, talked about the age and everything. And if you're older, I would say I'd love to get my hands on you. Yeah, which it's good. Yeah. It's good. We see and like cook you nice So
and pamper you. Like, you know, treat a female like they're supposed to be treated.
yeah,
You're supposed to have a girlfriend and then pamper her, work as many jobs. Like, I was brought up like the old way, like, support them.
yeah. So there's some other stuff I definitely wanted to ask you about, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
So you're talking about like, you know, putting stuff in her pussy and that kind of thing. And he asks, "Do you want to be?" And asking her if she's actually active now.
Because I want to know, like, if she's active, be careful.
Yeah.
Because everything going on.
Yeah.
I didn't send that. What the?
Well, we'll get into that. Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm doing my due. I just don't want to like. I don't want to misrepresent anything.
No, I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that.
So yeah, I mean, is it possible that like, you know, some inappropriate pictures might have been exchanged between you two? What was that?
I sent her like a picture I found online last night.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Not mine, but
Yeah.
like,
No, I appreciate you being honest. I know.
no, I just don't want to be like putting out there like get in trouble later on for this shit.
Yeah, no, and I'm not trying to get you in trouble for this at all. That's why I just want some clarification.
No, but like I said, I'll be glad to meet you up.
Yeah, well, and we'll definitely arrange that.
Yeah, but not now, like on the weekend. Like,
right. Yeah, where we can figure out the people who are sending you stuff. So
yeah.
so
I'll be glad to help you guys with this shit.
Yeah,
I just
appreciate
don't want
that.
it to be brought back to the schools and
no, of course not. Yeah. So so obviously, you know, the picture was sent, and like, you know, do you remember like what you were talking about before you sent that?
No.
Okay.
No.
So obviously, you know, you like the child, it's been sent your way. Like, you know, you said 14. Does it ever go any younger than that? It's okay if it does. Like,
I haven't seen anything.
Because like someone rear ends you, it's not your fault that you got rear ended. Just like people sending you this shit like into your inbox, it doesn't make you at fault for having it.
Not anything younger than 14, but yet an X is like 14 and up. I'm like I told you, I've been reporting it.
Yeah.
I've been blocking it.
That's good.
I've been doing my best.
Good.
But
And
I do have to go back in, so can we meet up another day?
well, I right now, like, it's like we can arrange this other meetup later to like figure out like the people who are sending this, but there is some other things I really want to ask you about.
I should go back in like 5-10 minutes if that's okay.
I mean, I'd rather just clear up this other stuff now, like the stuff that came from your end, like if that's okay with you.
Yes.
Thank you. So, is there any other stuff you've seen online that goes kind of beyond just like the child pornography?
There's a lot of talk about puppy girls.
What is that?
Puppy girls. I'm trying to figure out
Puppy
what
girls.
that is.
Yeah.
Puppy girls. Like daddy sluts, like shit like that.
Is any of it like particularly like violent by any chance?
No, I haven't seen any violence really on X or Telegram.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'm not surprised if there is because.
Yeah. So what other social media apps are you on?
Just that. Just those two.
Just Telegram, X, and Instagram.
Yeah.
And Facebook too.
Facebook, I play. You've ever heard of Ark Survival?
I have actually heard of that. Yeah.
I play that, and I do a lot of. Like,
okay.
I'll sell stuff, and then people sell it to me, like dinosaurs and shit like that.
Yeah. So are you into like cooking by any chance?
I have a crock pot.
You have a crock pot?
So that's basically about it.
What about an oven?
Oven's been broken for you months now.
Okay, because here's where I'm kind of getting at is there was not only discussion of like, you know, sexual stuff, there was conversations about, you know, kind of, it sounds crazy, but there's conversations involving you wanting to cook her.
So,
yeah, no, I mean, that's like, look, and I'm just trying to be honest here. Like, you know, you've been very honest so far, and I really appreciate it.
Please be honest.
So, basically, in these messages, and like you mentioned that, like she was saying that she has like a hard life and everything.
Yeah.
And I know how you know that, and I know like the context it was brought up in.
Yeah.
So I just want to ask you, kind of, where does that? Is that something that does pique your interest? It's okay if it does. I mean, I'm really just trying to like my whole goal here is to understand so we can figure out like how much help we got to offer, because
That, what the fuck? No.
I mean, yeah, because
I don't mean that by to you people.
no, I understand. No, I
It's just like-
understand. Yeah, no, because there was a lot of stuff about like, you know, kind of like cutting her up and like eating her and stuff, like cooking her.
No.
So
God, no. Oh, God.
like it's okay. Like like I said, like this is like, you know, a judgment-free zone.
No.
This is just me just trying to gauge.
Never heard that.
Well, I mean, it's in the same conversations as what we have here coming from your account.
Like I even said, like that one picture that I saw, I'm like, the f is that?
What pictures? What? Well, sorry. So you said cook you a nice dinner.
Yeah.
Cook you for dinner and pamper you. So it's the same thing like the pampering we talked about, and it kind of gets to like the. Do you want me to put you in my oven or roasting pit and cook you?
No.
But
No.
But it's written here to
Yeah,
her.
no, I understand where you're coming from. But
So-
that's like I said, I was hacked. So I
but
don't know.
like let's be real, like you weren't hacked in the middle of your conversation and like because I'm just telling you, man, like, you know, it's okay. I understand this is like, you know, this is one of the more unorthodox things that I've seen. I'm not judging you for it.
No.
It's just a weird thing to like talk about openly.
No, I've never once. What the fuck is that cooking in my oven?
Yeah, like
The fuck?
because you sent like this is
What the
how I know. I'm just saying this is what was sent.
The f-
And there was no deviation because like, you know, she said she had the hard life and like the cooking was to kind of like cooking her and everything was to kind of because it does have a difficult life. That is why the cooking her thing kind of got brought up. And like you and I both know that she has a hard life.
Yeah.
So the whole cooking component, I am interested in kind of where that comes from.
Comes from nowhere.
But like obviously it's a thing like that we kind of have an interest in because, you know, it's written here in black and white.
I swear on everything holy, I've never once even said anything about that. But honestly,
But I mean, it's
you
here.
have that,
It's
but-
here, and it's like in the same context of like what you brought up to me,
Yeah.
which is her hard life.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to get at is like, if you knew about the hard life thing, then it had to have been you who was discussing the cooking, you know, and that's why. And look, like I said, like I think that is something definitely that, you know, should like you got to, you know, deal with on your own. But I'm curious, kind of when that started. And like it's better if we're just honest about it, just so we can figure out. Because obviously, I don't think you want to. That's like beyond even the sexual interest component. This is like a whole other component.
I know I freaking took freaking sleeping pills, but I don't know if I was that out of it.
I mean,
If I was, I gotta get those sleeping pills then.
yeah, I think those sleeping pills might be a little tough, but
Yeah, but still.
so
If that's the case, I'm sorry.
no, I mean it's look, you know, I mean obviously you didn't her and her, so at least that's the case.
Never plan on even hunting a female, honestly.
No, I think that's a good thing. So are there any like what is there any other types like girls around her age that we might have talked to?
Not to my knowledge.
Like if I told you there's a whole other stack of conversations in
Look.
there.
Honestly, to be honest, if I talk to anyone, I block them.
Yeah.
Nothing like that.
So just like I you know, I mean these already speak for themselves, but in that bag there's a million other chats between you and this other young girl named C. Is that kind of ringing a bell?
Yes, but I blocked her.
Okay.
She came up kind of like personal.
But you guys were also texting too, so.
Yeah, but I put a stop to that one. 'Cause I
Okay.
didn't want that.
Well, weren't you guys texting earlier today?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. Well, like I said.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
I said, good morning, how you doing, how was school? Trying to like
Yeah.
brighten her day up.
Yeah.
Like,
So.
and I asked her, what do you like to do after? She said singing. I said, good.
Yeah.
Keep
No,
it up.
I saw that. No, I know you're not like some like evil guy or anything. That's why I'm here talking with you. If I thought anything else, then it wouldn't be me here, obviously.
No, I get you.
So, but like now at this point, it's like I think it's safe to say like in terms of maybe you've been hacked in your life, but I don't think in these conversations you were hacked. So What got you into the whole cooking thing?
Cooking?
Like-
Honestly?
Like the cooking, like in this context that I showed you. I think you might have seen something that.
You ever saw that movie a while back? It was like The Dirty South or something like that.
The Dirty South?
It was like these group of kids went down to like South Georgia or Deep South and they came across like
Cannibals?
yeah.
Okay.
I think that piqued my interest, but it's like more like what would you do if that happened? I'm like, and I came to the realization like these people are fucked up for that.
No, I mean without a doubt, it's definitely a pretty fucked up thing.
Which rate did you get?
Oh, this is oh, we're so close. What is it though? I got the fucking fab.
Oh, same here.
Wait,
I got
Perfect Beach. All right,
that was from the gas station.
it's good to know it's there.
$25 and then
Wow, it's cheaper than Long Island because we're from Long Island.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So, all right. So you saw that thing, that movie, The Deep South,
yeah.
and did the idea of like cooking somebody and eating them, did that kind of excite you in some kind of
It was like more like a joke.
more like a joke?
Yeah, it wasn't like something that's actually gonna happen. It was more like a joke.
Yeah.
Because I used to use that as like to differ like the fake people that you meet online from real people.
Yeah.
It was like a differ.
Because I think I forgot if it was who you mentioned it to that you like learned about how to like prepare human but you learned about it on the internet. So I'm curious like where on the internet were you looking that stuff up?
All over the place.
All over the place?
All over the place.
Okay.
But it was like more like joke shit.
Yeah, no. I mean,
it wasn't something that you were ever gonna do because honestly, there's no point. Like I'm not gonna risk my life or my freedom to do something like that.
right, no, that makes sense. I mean, because I want to learn how to cook bagels, but that's a hard thing to do.
Bagels are actually pretty easy. I've done it before.
Oh, that's good to know.
Done it in crock pots.
Oh, I didn't even know you could do that.
You can cook anything in crock pot.
Yeah.
Bagel, cooking books actually.
Yeah. So, did you ever see anything online of like, beyond just like this with young minors? Is it possible that you saw stuff of like, you ever see that online?
X, but not like I said in a joking thing, like, hey, here, like, oh well, she. I'm like, the f is this?
Yeah, because it was talked about between both of them.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
So I think it's safe to say it is something that's on your mind for sure. Is like
yeah, but it's never gonna happen because I have my willpower. I know what's right and what's wrong.
Yeah.
It's
so, but like, has anyone on the internet ever send you like a video or something like that?
No.
You've never seen that before?
No.
So where does this like, because there is like a sexual component with the cooking and the cooking and the eating.
I think it's more like.
Because like it was like you said, you talked about like having sex with them and then doing it. Like
I think it's like more like what's up. Like I'm trying to figure out how to put this. Like what would you do if you did this or this or this? Like just a dark thought, like a forbidden.
yeah.
It's never gonna happen, but it's like it's interesting to talk about to see what another person would think of it.
Yeah. I mean,
it doesn't mean it's ever gonna happen. Because like I said, I'm not gonna risk my life for that. I'm not gonna risk my freedom.
Right. So how much child do you think on your phone is on it right now? Whether it's on the apps or something, anything like that.
On X, oh, there's a decent amount.
Like on your feed, like is it possible you might have like saved some things that like
Not to my knowledge.
Because I think just judging by these conversations, it seems like talking to girls who might be a little bit on the younger side is part of it for sure. But
and if they do send something like that, I will block it and report it.
So how many of them have sent that to you? Honestly,
Who has tried?
Well, never sent. Like I read through that and I saw there was no.
I think it was someone.
Well, between these two young ladies, they did not send you any pictures.
Nothing good.
But they didn't send any pictures.
Thank God.
But I'm asking about the other ones who did send it.
If they send it, I delete it without even looking at it, honestly.
Why? But I mean, like, why not look at it? I mean,
Because it's wrong.
yeah.
It's wrong. You don't do that to an underage person at
Right.
all.
But like, you know, you sent the pic, like, you know, you put that on disappearing messages, but like we had it archived, like, so we know what's going on your devices. So I'm really just trying to gauge how honest we're going to be.
Oh,
like,
I'm being honest.
I know, but is it possible that that the stuff that was sent your way, like some of it might still be on the phone and we can maybe help you delete it possibly? Because
I don't think so, because I've deleted a lot of pictures. It's just like more like joke pictures. I have like stupid shit from Facebook, like memes.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. But
I don't keep anything like that ever on the phone because it can get traced back. And
right, and that's, I mean, that is what kind of what we did. So
yeah,
that's how we know that like that stuff was sent your way.
Yeah.
And what we're trying to offer you is a way to, because you know, like when you delete stuff, it's never truly deleted.
Yeah.
So it's like basically what we offer is a service that like uses AI and stuff to like identify the child sent your way.
Yeah.
Whether it's in the apps or in the gallery, and it identifies it. And not only does it like wipe it completely, it gets rid of the metadata, like all that stuff. So if you're interested in that service, we'd be happy to provide it with you. You don't have to like give us your phone or anything. You can keep it on you.
Yeah.
You just have to put your phone in airplane mode. And you know, we might need your passcode just to like, you know, get into the phone. It's all remote and like triangulated through New York City.
Yeah, I can do that next time we meet if that's okay.
I mean, well, my concern is like considering what we're dealing with here is that there's you know, in a lot of cases like this, like fellows relapse and you know.
Never relapse, honestly.
Right.
No, but I see where you come from. You want to protect people, and
exactly.
I respect that.
Yeah. No, without a doubt. And so that's why we're trying to offer this service. Like depending on how much you have on the phone, it's like, you know, it could take a minute or it could take 30 minutes. Like the longest it's taken is like an hour, but that guy had like thousands of videos and pictures. So if you give me like a rough understanding of how much is on the phone, like whether it's on the apps or in your gallery, we can figure out how much time will go into it.
Hiya. Here.
Oh, yeah, what's your passcode? Okay, cool.
Because really, just stuff like that. My box here is on the phone.
Oh yeah, I mean that's in the important folder.
Yeah, that's my only photo though.
Okay. What about just like your gallery? Like
that is my gallery.
Okay. Do you have any other devices at your house maybe that like,
no, just this.
You don't have a computer or another phone?
No.
So most of it's on the apps basically? So like what's happening in the stuff with like the 14-year-olds? Is it like them having or something? Like,
honestly, it's just like a lot of lewd pictures.
Yeah, well beyond the lewd stuff, because obviously the lewd stuff's not great either. But like I'm talking about like the stuff with them.
I want someone to own me, like shit like that. It's
yeah.
It's sickening.
That is sickening.
Like who wants to own someone like that?
I don't know. It's really bizarre to me. But like is it ever like, you know, like them like having like
nothing like that. Nothing I've ever seen.
Not even on Telegram. And look, this isn't coming from a place of judgment. This is me trying to like work together to help fix the situation.
Nothing like that.
Yeah.
Nothing like that at all.
What? Oh.
It's one of my bosses.
Oh.
Yeah.
I won't tell him. We're not telling him.
We actually have 5 events going on right now.
Oh, soon. 5 events here?
Yeah,
tonight?
High school's always busy like that.
Oh man, gee whiz.
That's why I want to try to get back in.
No, that makes sense.
But you have my number, right?
Yeah, I got your number.
I am free this Saturday and this Sunday if you want.
Saturday and Sunday?
Yes. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, wait. Oh.
What the?
Oh, it's a neighbor call. I'll explain. Everything's fine. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's it going?
Hey, boss.
I'm just here with Kevin, who works in the custodial staff of this high school. Kev, you're not going to actually speak with underage girls anymore, right? Whether they're 13 or 14,
no.
and you're not going to send them pictures anymore, and you're not going to talk to them about like having with them and then them and cooking them and eating them. All that talk is done. You're done doing that.
Yeah.
All right.
Am I safe to go back in now, boss?
I don't know, officer. Is he?
Am I safe to go back in?
Hang out a little bit.
Am I in trouble?
I don't know much about what's going on.
How's it going?
Who's in this truck?
Oh, that's my partner.
For you.
Yeah.
This
just so you know.
Yeah.
So you guys know.
Thanks. Yeah, we are too.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm here with Kevin, and Kevin, you're not going to talk shit with kids anymore, like not Sarah, who's 13 or who's 14.
Nope.
You're not going to send pictures anymore of them.
Nope.
This is the last time.
Yes.
And you're not going to talk to them about kicking them and eating them and kicking them. That's all done.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, well, I got going to. I'm going to jail today.
I don't think you're going to jail. It's New Jersey. You might be lucky.
I don't want to. Like, I just want to fucking do my job.
I know. Oh. And officer, if you want, you can peruse this, and you can keep them too.
The detective bureau will take up over.
Yeah.
What's this? Just
So that's more chats from this different.
Are these all the same, or they're all different?
So these are all one person. The unstable ones is a different decoy account. It was adults posing as minors, and you know, he was talking very sexually with them, talking about paying them and eating them, like them and eating them. And he works at a high school here, and you know they're around high school age, so that's
Detective Sergeant's on his way.
all right, cool.
We'll talk to you guys and
Yeah.
go from there.
That's good.
Once they get out of here,
Yeah,
they'll go through everything.
no, for sure. And also the child that you get, like you're just going to report it immediately
Yeah.
to the
Oh,
police
yeah.
from now on, instead of like, you know, not
Yeah.
reporting to the police. All right. Just so we know.
We are off school grounds, right, for this? We
Yeah.
are off school grounds to smoke?
You're fine smoking.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah. I'm not going to come down on you for the cigarettes at this point. Just make sure you keep the butt with it.
Oh, yeah,
Put it
I
out on the ground, but keep it with
I
you.
always have it. I always put it in my pocket or I throw it in, like, sewer.
You really shouldn't throw it in the sewer either, because fish could eat that.
Oh.
Kill the fish.
I don't like the fish.
Yeah.
And then is it okay if I go around and pick it up real quick? I don't want to get
You
charged.
threw one over there already?
I believe this is like my third or fourth one on the fridge.
Oh.
Inside?
Just-
Well, if they're on the ground, you can pick them up. I mean, there's no way.
I just want to make sure.
You fish it out.
Yeah. If it's down there, pick it up. If it's not,
Gee whiz.
I don't need you getting hurt or anything. Pulling a cigarette butt out of it.
Gee whiz.
Yeah.
I think that's all of them.
Okay.
Just two of them. I don't know.
And you were using that phone to communicate with them on, right?
Yes.
And the passcode.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. We need police presence and everything in
No,
in our videos, so.
Because you don't know if anyone's like dangerous. Or
Exactly, and given that you were talking about them and them, I
No.
really was not sure.
No, I'm gonna get arrested too.
I don't think you're gonna. I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm not the.
I just don't want to lose my job.
Right. Well, I mean, do you think you should work at a school if you're talking with you know, girls
No.
in high school
No,
age?
but
you
it's
know?
like I need the money for the house insurance and mortgage and all that stuff.
No, totally.
I'm just going to go grab.
Yeah.
this,
Yep. You got it.
Oh, I'm gonna get fired today.
Oh, I'm not your boss. I can't. You know, I can't fire
Is
you.
it okay if we walk up a little bit more?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
I don't want it to be.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Let's get out of the road, alright?
Yeah. Let's go on the sidewalk over there. How's it going?
I don't want to be in the middle of the road and get hurt.
Yeah, no, that's smart. Hi, we have moved spaces. I don't know why,
Why's
but
that?
I don't know. He asked to move, go
Let's
further.
go stand over there, because
Okay.
they're talking about investigations.
Okay, gotcha.
We're just going to go stand at the corner over here.
Yeah.
We just don't want to do it. I'm recording my whole day. So
That's all part of the job.
I gotta ask a question though.
Who, me?
Yeah.
What's up?
I work in the main office like here. I see cops, ambulances going crazy. Is everything okay? Like it's every day.
It's kind of just the way it is, you know? There's always something going on.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Crashes,
Hope everyone's okay. Like
Yeah.
nothing serious.
Oh, I don't know. It depends on the day and the time and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just a classic janitor.
And how'd you find him? Just out here?
We were provided these chat logs from a different organization that do similar work to us.
Okay.
It's called Decoys Making a Difference.
Okay. And you just saw him out here?
Well, we figured out that he works at the school. We just did a little bit of digging, and we figured out he's part of the custodial staff.
Yeah.
And so I came acting like I needed a package for him to sign. How's it going? My name's Mike.
Mike, how are you?
Good, nice to
Were
meet
you by
you.
any chance speaking with anybody from?
I was not the one doing the decoying. I was provided these chats from an individual who runs the group Decoys Making a Difference. So, to my understanding, there was the chats that aren't stapled that might have already been submitted to law enforcement. But then he messaged a different decoy account named. That's where he sent the picture and talked about the same stuff, like wanted to kill her and after fucking her. And
That's on here.
yeah.
Where was it from? What's the name of it?
Decoys Making a Difference. Yeah. So,
You know that one?
but these the new chats, I don't believe you guys had that information. And he was talking the exact same way with this one. There's clearly a pattern. He also admitted that he sees, child like X and Telegram, like not as much on Telegram. He's on X. So, and he has his phone here, and that's what he was using to communicate with her on. And he admitted all that, and his passcode. And so there is exigent circumstances that a crime was committed based on his admission. Yeah.
Good, how you doing, man? Never good. Listen, I got. Like to come back to Mitchell. You okay with that? No, I'm asking you to come back to South. Are you okay with that? I'm also going to ask you to turn over your phone.
Fortunately.
We're going to give you courtesy transport there. If you need to ride back there, we'll make sure you get a
The dog's got a tag on it. I'll give you the phone number. Can you give it a call?
My bag is I usually use my own.
We can figure it. Yeah, we'll figure that out.
516-410-0804.
You've got a new phone today?
Wow, he had two phones.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll go back, we'll talk, and we'll go from there, all right? Go to the. Yeah. Go with.
Take a step in front of the police car.
I didn't know he had two phones.
Do you guys? Did they get your information?
No, but I'll give it all over
Okay.
to you guys.
Sarge, you want everything out of his pockets?
It's a courtesy transfer. Yeah, as long as he has nothing that's gonna hurt.
Leave him in then?
You can take it out. You okay with us? We're gonna just take it out for you. Are you fine with that? You good?
I have a wallet.
Okay.
Put everything in one bag for you.
I'm gonna have one of my detectives come and get the name. I guess
Yep.
you guys have whatever paperwork we already have.
Yeah. Yeah, and we have everything digitally, and we're going to submit the video as well to you guys.
We'll go through our process. All right?
Yeah. I mean, do you need us to send our stuff digitally over? Like, is there like an Axon link, or can we do
Yeah.
Google Drive?
Well, no, I don't. We're not gonna download a Google Drive.
Okay.
Yeah, there will be an Axon link provided.
Awesome.
Let's make sure that we get you a link to that
Yeah.
before you go.
Thank you.
And then we'll make.
All right. So, all right, we just caught Kevin, a real sick and dangerous person. He worked for the janitorial staff here at Sayreville War Memorial High School. He wanted to, have some two underage girls, one 13, one 14, and sent his picture of his you know what. So thankfully, the police got both his phones. I didn't know he had two, the lying bastard. And they brought him down to the station. They're on with the prosecutor's office. Let's hope this finally leads to an arrest. Maybe our first arrest in New Jersey, who knows? But make sure you join our locals, $5 a month, really helps us travel everywhere. You get access to 100 catches early and uncensored. And follow us on Instagram, Rumble, Facebook, X, and Kick, because we should. And DMAD too. Make sure you support Decoy's making a difference. She does fantastic work as well.
Cashapp DMAD Decoys.
DMAD Decoys. Make sure you cash app her, show her some love and support, because she does really incredible work, and as well as the rest of her team. So that's about that for us right now, and we're gonna just be on to the next one. Stay tuned.